Oh, everyone, I should probably change the lower third headline below me, because if it just said, because it says war with China imminent, and we don't want to, because I know it'll startle someone, so I'm just gonna add Roblox. There, we're just, because of the tensions, we're like, there, we're just gonna we're gonna refer to it as Roblox China with the lower thirds, because I don't want a random dude who's out of the loop walking in, seeing the headline, war with China imminent. So anyways, yes, war with China is, Noosa might be going to war with China. Oh, did Discord crash on me? Technical difficulties, standing by. Please stand by, we have some technical difficulties. Discord, RTC. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I lost John of Doom for a second. He'll be on with us later. So we're gonna go straight to things. There were tensions over Taiwan, where they made claim to territories that weren't even in our UN. And then the Tokyo Pact, made to contain Russia and China, made an ultimatum. China failed to follow that ultimatum, and now here you go. We are about to go to war. The U.S. military has entered DEFCON 1. So, as we talked about with the Russia, so we're gonna go to John of Doom now. He's gonna have some. I think he has some more details for us, John. What's going on in China?
Good evening. This came to me very surprisingly. Tweet by announcement in the UN Discord server by Senator con artist, who supposedly, I think he is one of our representatives in the United Nations, said, quote, "The United States of America is currently determining how to act and free the world of a communist state whose whole purpose is to suppress people and infringe on their fundamental human rights. It is our moral and ethical obligation to act. Unlike other countries, we cannot stand idly while injustices occur around the world. As always, we will defend the vulnerable and unseat the authoritarian regime of China. We hardly condemn their empty threats against our allies. China has refused to speak to us via diplomatic channels, but now we will do what we must to stop them from spreading their tyrannical ways in China."
So, anyways, I'm gonna check government. I'm gonna check
this out of the way first. This is not real China. This is Roblox China. Let's not scare anyone tonight.
The lower third says war with Roblox China imminent. So, I don't.
Well, the title says otherwise.
It says Roblox in parentheses at the end. I think we're good.
After the fact. That's not what we're here for anyway. The point is, we don't know if that's in DEFCON 1 or what again.
My brother just came in and started smacking his lips. I muted myself on OBS.
Numero dos. Okay, let's see what else.
You couldn't hear that. The viewers here heard that, but Mr. John of Doom heard it.
Yeah, this was from the news feed that said that. But I'm going up to see what has said. A previous statement from the People's Republic of China said, quote, "We are not being your puppet state." That's how it's written. "We are not having democracy in China. The People's Liberation Army shall fight anywhere God brings them. All citizens of China will be conscripted and ready to fight. We shall fight in the sky and the sea. We will never give up. We will not accept the terms you have demanded. If you dare touch the land of the People's Republic of China, there will be consequences which will impact the world."
Nothing.
The Secretary General of the UN released a new flag of the People's Republic of China, which is called the United States of China, which replaces the stars with the Chinese emblem stars.
But those are communist symbol. Those represent like the Communist Party of China and like the. So that's never gonna fly. Literally, that flag will not fly.
That flag probably won't fly. But we took over Korea once after we won the Korean War. I do know that.
Well, the southern part.
Right. Anyways.
How dare you disrespect dear leader Kim Il Sung?
Anyway, what I'm saying right now, going back over here, trying to figure out where it is. I'm not in the Discord server, but I'm going back up. This all started today, actually, at around 1 o'clock. In the end, saying, quote, in the past few hours, nations from the Tokyo Pact met with delegates of Peru and France for peace talks. It's been cited Section 5 and 6, which reference France and Peru in the York Dictate ultimatum be removed under the agreement that they will be neutral and not take any sides in the event of war breaks out, dropping their court cases against members of the Tokyo Pact.
So, anyways, I checked the international feed. I saw our international news channel, which we follow the news feed and the international feed there, and we got a tweet from OCN News. Only issue is that it is in Spanish and I can't understand it. I would tell the viewers.
Send it to me. Put it on the YouTube screen if you're possible. I can translate for you.
Okay. Okay, translate. I don't know if it's related or not. I think it's something going on in.
I am a pro Spanish translator.
Earlier you said based off the little Spanish I know, so. Once time, so.
I can translate. Going back to what we're seeing, this appears to have started in Section 5-6, which references France and Peru, the York Dictate, those made them the rule in the agreement. Basically, what I'm reading is that they now want France and Peru to not be neutral and drop their court case.
Okay.
Force removed from the ultimatum, and everything else remains the same as the ultimatum. Like the PRC can keep the Communist Party. However, they must be elected like other parties. So, that was the York. Okay, there it is. Esta noche se puede un enfrentamiento de la Guardia Nacional de Colombia y la Policía Nacional contra el grupo de ELN. El tiroteo dejó muertos y heridos entre militares y personas del grupo ELN. El Teto Colombia Gango esté enfermando contra la ELN. That does not have anything to do with the war that we could face. That is completely different, like some sort of situation in Colombia.
Okay.
It's like a gang fight that went on between the National Police and the ELN group, which had the shooting had 2 people dead and others. I can't understand the word there, but it's basically a gang fight.
Okay, so back to the back to that war with China. We're basically waiting for Congress to take action, which could be at any moment, and so that unfortunately might mean you would have to leave us on short notice.
Really vulnerable.
I have my phone next. I have my phone next to me, so we can continue to get live updates on the situation. The only thing Leo Vinick has said so far the only thing Leo has said in any government official has said in government updates so far is that he just congratulated Homeland Security for their activity.
People's Republic of China can keep the Communist Party or any affiliated parties, however, they must be elected. So they have to be elected. They must issue a statement apologizing for the treaty over the claims of the Republic of China, aka Taiwan, and affirming the independence of the Republic of China, in which the People's Republic of China must conduct democratic elections under the monitoring of an independent commission under the oversight of the international courts.
So they're asking China.
This must be agreed within 12 hours.
So they're asking China to install.
24 hours.
Whoa. Dang it!
So
I was a bit too zoomed in on the camera, and now I accidentally went outside the studio, and you just saw the behind. That was a kind of behind the scenes look. We are yes, we film in.
This is a set.
We film in the middle of nowhere.
We film in the shoebox.
Correct.
We film in the shoebox. It's a small little studio. Anyway, what I'm saying.
We live in a shoebox.
Yeah, there's a spawn.
Earth is a giant shoebox. No, Earth is shaped like a dinosaur. I'm a member of the Dinosaur Earth Society.
That's the shoebox. There's a spawn, and there's a door which we covered up for,
yeah.
That's for security. People's Republic of China must agree. They have 12 hours from when it was released. It must be complied within 24 hours. This was released.
Are you sure that's enough time to set up an election commission?
This was released at 1:13 Central, 2:13 Eastern. The deadline is at 5:50 Eastern today. It is well past 5:50. It is 10:08. We might be in a state of war, folks.
And also, real quick, shout out to Timmy Blocks for joining us. He literally just accepted a request to work for us. He will be helping me, and he'll be helping me with making the graphics for the network. So, congrats to him. Anyways,
yes.
Back to the story. Still nothing in government updates or from the U.S. government. What just happened?
The previous tweet we brought you, which I translated from Spanish, there was an English translation underneath the tweet.
Dang it!
I
missed that.
It was a gang shooting.
Yep. Man, now I feel him.
From the international feed, and we're gonna try to reach out to. We're gonna try to reach out to those who are involved in the decision-making process. But again, this comes as we're on the verge of impeachment, the impeachment trial. So the entire stability of the country is basically on the grips right now.
I'm currently seeing what the United Nations is saying. P_professional apparently, according to this dude, he is a certified racist. Anyways, we're gonna go back. I gotta stay on topic here.
Yeah, so we're on the verge of an impeachment trial. So these two events come hand in hand. So, from a neutral standpoint, one of these two events could destabilize the country as more destabilized as it is already.
I'm thinking,
Man, that's a good setup. Good camera setup. I'm gonna come closer to the desk. Yeah. Oh, well, okay, yeah, I cannot go there. Just stand, yeah, I'm kind of fit, but I realized, we could get in war tonight, we could get into war tomorrow. But the question is are our service members ready to fight?
I'd say, last time, I think, you know what, I'm Chief of Staff I'm gonna ask Chief of Staff of the Air Force, Stampy L. Fulton that right now,
He's resigned.
Oh, he's
gone. He resigned a week ago. He was in he was in a legal dispute. He left.
Oh.
Senate failed the replacement nominee, Arthur Chen, and the Vice Chief of Staff nominee, Chelsea Shelby. I worked with both of them before, so...
Yeah. Cheshire Shelby, she was a good friend of mine. She helped me get into the BOP, and when I joined the U.S. Marshal Service like hours before the BOP shut down, and then they allowed when the BOP was shutting down, they allowed BOP officers to be transferred to the Marshal Service. But I luckily was able to get in the USMS right before that happened. So technically, I was ranked above them. I was a deputy marshal, and the people who came in from the BOP were detention enforcement officers. So they were just stuck in the prison. I was able to wander about.
Maybe back to the topic, before we get too off topic. Basically,
we don't know what's going. We could. I think this. Do you think they will?
Tomorrow. We could have it on Saturday. Honestly.
Oh.
Every administration we had a war.
Yeah.
One was with Korea. The other time it was with, I think, the UK.
I think you might have. You might have echoed for a second there because I accidentally my headset went unplugged for like 2 seconds. So, anyways.
Damn. You expected to call a federal election? Oh.
So.
Let's see. Reach out to the speaker. I know the press secretary's kind of made it hard now for anything. We can't really reach out to them unless we can get a hold of the press secretary. We're gonna reach out to them. See what we have. This is on the UN. There is no reaction whatsoever from the use of server because obviously this was only released within the UN.
So yeah, the White House. What is it? There's a have a ping coming in from the White House. Oh, it was that staff channel I am in, and they still. I got fired from it. They still haven't removed me. They still haven't deranked me in the Discord. So if there are any White House staff watching it, please derank me. I'm tired of getting pinged for the office of for a role that I don't even work for a job about a job I don't even work for anymore. It's annoying.
Damn.
All we do is just DM people, like. Okay, let me get a hold of. Do you have hold of this? You can get a hold of the speaker for me, right?
We'll see.
Okay, get a hold of the speaker, and I'm gonna ask Leo something.
He's offline.
Oh no, he's online. So.
Okay, yeah, this is on the UN server, so this is all public. But it's pretty much not known to the public really much.
When I was typing China, my phone autofilled it as children, so I almost said, I almost accidentally made the typo of saying, do you think, do you have any, I almost asked Leo, do you have any comments regarding the situation with children? Oh, Leo wants to, okay, you can come.
Wait, what?
Leo Vanik wants to come on.
Get him on, but I shall have no part in the interview.
Okay, yeah. John, yeah, I understand. You have a job to work on. Just sit in the corner. Don't.
Sure. It has gone to the void, Bill. Yeah, it's definitely gone. We're never gonna get it back.
Okay, yeah,
Swear words that I cannot say on TV. Swear words that I cannot say on TV. Swear words that I cannot say on TV.
Yes, everybody, FTN is Christian, family friendly. Just kidding, I'm not Christian. I'm not even religious, so. I don't think any of you. Why do I have to say that? Nobody cares. So, hello, Leo Vanek. Thank you for joining us, Mr. President. I'm sorry about this. We had to go live because of the situation with China. So, Leo. First off, I want to talk about the situation with China here. What do you have to say about that? Why does he?
Oh, there you go. Hello.
Okay, you kept disappearing and you kept disconnecting and reconnecting for a second there.
Hello?
So, what do you think of the situation with China at the moment?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You there?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh, okay, I don't think he can hear me.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Whenever I'm streaming, Discord is the one thing that decides to act up. So.
Just cut out.
Oh, I have to keep Discord open now.
No.
Okay, so anyways, what are your thoughts on the situation with China right now? What is going on right now behind the scenes? What's it like? And what's your personal take on this? I keep cutting. This wasn't happening earlier. Why is it right when I'm interviewing? I'm gonna try leaving the call and. Okay, I tried to see if I could rejoin the call and come back. So, can you hear me now?
So, yeah.
Okay, so what's your take on the situation with China?
Apologies. I'm currently eating my dinner.
Okay.
Well, as you may or may not know, this whole issue started when the Chinese Communist Party claimed the Republic of China,
Or Taiwan.
Otherwise known as Taiwan. Yeah, the Republic of China, the legitimate China. The Allied nations formed the Tokyo Pact, including the United Kingdom, and if I believe so, around 10 other. Oh, fuck. Just dropped my microwaved burrito. Other Allied nations in the Tokyo Pact. Well, sorry, we formed the Tokyo Pact with other Allied nations, with a singular goal of ensuring the general freedom and welfare of the Taiwanese people, and against the aggression and French, Russian, and Chinese forces. This culminated in an original attempt to issue an ultimatum to China. However, before such an ultimatum could be released, the Russian government collapsed following a mass resignation, including their president, on other other top diplomats and government officials. Because of this, things were put in a state of limbo before eventually the United States issued yet another ultimatum. An ultimatum which included a demand for the Chinese government to have free and fair elections that were not tainted by tyrannical rule. That ultimatum was ostensibly denied by the Chinese, which has given the Tokyo Pact only one option.
To declare war. Yeah, war.
Yes. That is not definite.
Okay, well,
Still a lot can happen.
So we're on DEFCON 1, but it basically at this point it seems imminent.
We are currently at DEFCON 3.
Okay, well, a report from earlier claimed we were at DEFCON, that we got from earlier said we were at DEFCON 1, so.
Well, that never ordered by me. I don't think ever announced at all.
Okay, it came from another news organization.
Yeah, DEFCON 1 would mean...
Yeah, we thought war was imminent. We were for us, but it feels like a waiting game at this point. So, anyways, I want to talk about we're gonna move on from the China subject for now and talk about your impeachment. So you've debunked multiple sides. Like, I would say the most damning thing there is the accusation that you fired Blue Killer for working with the Kabot campaign.
No. He was working with the Cabot campaign and was declared by the National Security Council a threat to national security because he threatened my life and raided the White House in an insurrection, attempting to overturn the election.
Oh, yeah, that makes a bit more sense, but...
Which there is hefty video evidence to prove.
Yeah, we even streamed some of that video evidence, if you really...
So, yeah. As you were saying.
So, so there are more allegations, and you've released, a document debunking those allegations. For our viewers who haven't seen that, can you try to, sort of summarize that? And So, you've apparently fired regarding those special forces employees that you fired, and it claims you violated the Workers' Protection Act. What do you say about that?
Well, I think terminated is an interesting term here. Especially considering the circumstances of the case. For those who don't know, there is clear video evidence, which we will be providing during the impeachment trial, of Vulcan Reality, the SF director, and multiple others conspiring to admin abuse the Special Forces Discord. And considering... And this was in a transition period. And considering there was no oversight over the Discord by clan managers or anyone else, which it has since been transferred, I believe. If not, it's being transferred soon. Fuzz Mike, amazing White House Chief of Staff, is overseeing that. But I digress. Point being, there is threats and people with admin conspiring to delete the server, or not delete, but at least, admin abuse it to the point at which people are, there's no use for it. So, in a deliberate attempt to prevent admin abuse, we banned them from the server. And I think it's also important to note...
Can you show us this? Can you send me this evidence of that? Can you send me evidence? Please send me evidence of this to show the viewers at home, because do you have evidence of this? Because if so, I would like to see that evidence.
Yeah, I just sent it.
Okay, let's. So, that is the evidence. That is the evidence that Leovinik has shown to us. Okay, back to those articles real quick. I have one more thing. I have one more thing on the articles, and then. Come on, I gotta reopen them. Okay, but as I go back, have to my phone. I had to reopen them. So, anyways, Article 3, where you're accused of abuse of use of military, as using military as law enforcement without declaring martial law, having them to the White House. Why didn't you declare martial law, even if there was a threat? Why didn't you declare martial law when the military was sent in for law enforcement?
Martial law is a significant.
Yeah, but you deployed the military to the grounds of the White House. Why'd you do that without declaring martial law? There was a planned attack. If there was a planned attack, why didn't you declare martial law?
Martial law is a very specific kind of, I guess you could say, declaration that basically says, hold on, I'm going to quote from a statement, or not statement, but
oh, your mic made a high-pitched noise there. Dear that.
A document my legal team has produced. Give me a second.
Okay, but
All right, now, hold on. I don't know if I should release this yet, considering we do still have a lot of information we will be solely disclosing during the trial phase.
Okay, well, one thing. Why didn't you send federal law enforcement? Because
why didn't I?
Yeah, why didn't you have the federal law enforcement already there come to the White House?
Law enforcement weren't explicitly deployed by me to D.C.
I know. Why couldn't you tell them to help out?
Jake, give me a second. If a foreign military attacks U.S. soil, or a foreign military organization attacks U.S. soil, do you really think sending law enforcement?
No. Oh, so you're saying it was a foreign power attacking the White House? So, was it that Russian attack you were talking about?
Yeah, this is a Russian attack, let's be clear. So, this is what I find truly flooring about Article 3, which I will say for the most part, this is from my team's legal defense, but I think is quite obvious. I can just state it here. At the end of the day, you can't impeach a president for exerting his power as president. That is what we would call a political impeachment, which the Supreme Court has ruled is not allowed. Now, with that said, it is well within presidential power. If I may, let me quote the Transitioning America into War Power Act, enacted by Congress a few months ago. Section 106, Section 103, Defensive Wars. If the United States or any of its territories are under attack, under capture, or claimed by a hostile enemy, the President shall, per Article 2, Section 2 of the Constitution, use the full force and resources of the military to defend the United States and its territories from any attacks, and shall exert sovereignty of the United States against any such hostile enemy. Any use of military force under paragraph A of this section shall not require a declaration of war or authorization of military force from Congress. That is a direct quote from Transitioning America into War Power Act, which clearly states I have the authority to deploy the military to counter a foreign attack on our.
But what do you say to the Republicans in the House who voted to impeach?
I don't want to comment on members of my own party, but I think it's sad to see people making political power moves or snaking other individuals. I spoke of this in my inauguration speech. I directly said we should not be fighting for control of a ship that is already sinking. Unfortunately, this is what NUSA politicians choose to do. We are in an unprecedented era of inactivity that requires unity and leadership to address. But instead of focusing on saving the group, mind you, which which would be shut down if we hadn't intervened, or at least more stuff would have been shut down. Instead of focusing on that, people just want to get power grabs. They are mad about the election results. They choose to focus on they've been trying to impeach me since day one. I have recordings of people doing this. The dude who introduced this said he was going to impeach me before I had even been sworn in, which shows you just how much of a political endeavor this is. I think it's really disappointing, the fact that people are putting party politics, and not only that, but the future of our group, behind their own ambitions for political office. Hopefully, the Senate realizes this and acquits me of these truly baseless accusations, so we can move past this and focus on governing, not witch hunts.
Okay. So, regarding that Russian attack there, I didn't know that this thing happened, mainly because I wasn't on DC at the time when it happened, so I only knew it happened because, I've seen it, that it apparently happened, because I've seen it in, these talks and declarations, and many claiming that Russia, so, if anything, it could have been one of those rebellion groups in Russia, we don't know. But,
well, the intelligence community has linked the Russian Orthodox Army to the Kremlin.
the Russian government has linked has accused you guys of aiding the Russian Orthodox Army.
Are you, in all seriousness, believing the words of a hostile foreign power?
No, I'm just saying. No. No, I am not. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Well, you're advocating for a pretty harsh devil. I mean, if China comes out and says we don't put Uyghurs in camps, despite the fact there's clear
They
evidence
do.
that
They do. They do.
why are we listening to China? It's as if they don't have any credibility on the subject because they don't. I digress. My point being, I see few situations where this impeachment leads to conviction, which I'm glad about. I think people have seen the facts, are not happy with the way this is going, and I think the recent Senate results speak to that. The Constitutionalists got one senator in, mind you. There is like a Democratic senator who won.
Oh, they still
Whatever.
exist.
If he's not a, yeah, I know. I thought their party was dead. But the Constitutionalists only got one senator who ran as a Constitutionalist. They're fighting they're fighting a battle that they will lose. And yet, I'm still frustrated, not because I think it's going to lead to a worse outcome for me, because even if I am removed from office, you know what? Then that's fine. Because I gave it my best shot. And if Noosa politics are Noosa politics, there's not much I can do. But I can rest easy knowing that I tried my best and that I did help the group. But it doesn't matter, because I don't think that's going to happen. What I think is going to happen is clearly based on these Senate results, people are going to start saying this impeachment's not acceptable. Y'all need to just put the brakes on it and let the president govern. And then from that, hopefully we'll have some more unity going into what I hope will be a prosperous end of August.
So, thank you for coming on, Leo. Thank you for giving your side of the story. And next broadcast, we will be going into what the Constitutionalists, what their arguments are, and we'll be we're gonna go over what both sides have to say, so you, the viewer, can make up your own mind about this. Thank you for having.
Yes, and I encourage you, basically, the White House and the White House counsel's office and my impeachment attorneys will be releasing, because the thing we initially released is pretty solid, but we're releasing very, very specific and detailed, in-depth breakdowns and takedowns of each article as part of our legal defense. And I encourage you to take a look. And I understand the legalese of it all can be a bit complicated, but they're well-constructed arguments, and they aren't that hard to swallow. I've personally read through a lot of them, and I'm not myself a big law person. But yeah, watch what people are saying, because I think it's quite telling that they are not producing that much substance besides hearsay, which is not substance.
So thank you for coming on, and for FTN News, I'm Great Jakers 1113. Good night.